2. Bryophyta. It is derived from the Greek words bryon, which translate into moss and meaning moss plants. In simple terms, these plants are slightly more evolved and have moved onto land, but they strictly need water for fertilization. This is why they are also called the amphibians of the plant kingdom. They grow in damp, moist, and shady places. Examples: moss, liverworts. 2. Bryophyta. Similarly, if we move to Bryophyta, let's look at two different examples, Marchantia and moss. If you look at the picture of Marchantia, you still cannot differentiate its body into roots, stem, and leaves. Therefore, it is also a thallus. However, if you look closely at the picture of a moss plant, you will start to see something new. You can actually see tiny, simple leaves and small, hair-like root structures called rhizoids. So, Bryophyta is a fascinating. It consists of both completely flat thallus bodies and some structures with simple leaves and rhizoids. If you look at algae and bryophytes, no vascular tissue is found. Open your note and at first let's write these two features. 1. Plant body is either thallus or differentiated into rhizoid, stem and leaf. 2. Vascular tissue is absent. 3. They are found in moist and shady places. 4. These plants are dioecious, which means unisexual, that is, they have separate male and female plants. The male reproductive part is called the antheridium, and the female part is called the archegonium. The male plant produces the male gamete in the antheridium, while the female plant produces the female gamete in the archegonium. Bryophytes undergoes through a process known as alternation of generations. The phenomenon in which sporophytic and gametophytic generation come one after another is called alternation of generation. This means the plant alternates between two distinct phases to complete its life cycle, the gametophyte phase and the sporophyte phase. Which one is the gametophyte phase and how do we identify it? The main, visible green plant body represents the gametophyte phase. The gametophyte phase is the main, green, leafy moss plant that you see growing on the ground, rocks, or trees. It is completely green, photosynthetic, and contains the leaf-like structures and root-like rhizoids. The male plant develops a reproductive organ called the antheridium, which produces male gametes. The female plant develops an organ called the archegonium, which produces the female gamete, or ovum. Did you notice? This phase is called the gametophyte phase because gametes are produced here. During reproduction, the male gamete is released from the antheridium and utilizes water to swim to the archegonium. Here, it fuses with the ovum to form a zygote. This zygote grows right on top of the mother plant into the second phase, the sporophyte. This part doesn't make seeds, instead, to create tiny, dust-like haploid spores. This phase is called the sporophyte phase because spores are produced here. When these spores drop onto damp soil, they grow back into the green gametophyte plant, and the cycle starts all over again. The phenomenon in which sporophytic and gametophytic generation come one after another is called alternation of generation.